Hey y'all, this is Lakana. I'm literally like I'm literally pumping my energy up on this one. This one is really personal as far as this video goes. Um what God is telling me here today is a lot of people are going to need to hear this. But what God is saying that is that you need to forgive. Forgive that woman, forgive that male, forgive that person who caused you harm. Forgive them. Like God was just telling me, like, forgive them because they don't know what they do. As they was crucifying Jesus, they literally had no awareness that that was the king came in the form of a carpenter to save the world. And God has told me, as I'm sitting here and He's dealing with my heart and unforgiveness, and I had to just really pour my heart out to God. God was saying it's the same way, Lakana. The people do not understand. They did not understand who you were, so they hurt you. So they mistreated you. So they abandoned you. So they abused your emotions and they mishandled you because they didn't know who you were. All that they could see was that you made them look less inferior. All that they knew is that your love made them look at themselves like, do I truly love? Your life alone separated like principles that people should be living by. Your life alone showed people their flaws. So forgive them. God said, forgive them because they do not know who you are in the kingdom. And the saddest part about it is that some of them will never know. Some of them will never know. And others will. And the ones who will know, they will come back to apologize. So forgive them. Forgive them now, God said. Forgive them because they did not know who you were. And He's also was telling me, as you forgiven them because they did not know who you were, also you need to forgive them because the things that they did to try to cause you harm, it really just was hurting themselves. They were actually doing things to hurt themselves. Anytime somebody tries to come after you or attack you or cause ill will toward you, in the end, it only hurts themselves. It may cause you temporarily pain, but in the end, it will eat away at them. And they're going to be the truly ones that hurt. They're going to be the ones that truly need help and saving in the long run. So God is saying, forgive them. Forgive them now. Forgive them today. Forgive them and do not take things personal. But moving forward, God is also saying it's a new season for most of you guys. Most of you guys who have looked over past relationships from the beginning of time and from birth to your actual immediate family, and you find hurt and pain, and it's just a trail of just mistreatment, abandonment, being left out, being black sheep. Like, God is saying that season is over. So it's time for us to rejoice. And also, because we've been through so much ridicule and just mistreatment with people, we now have a wiser standpoint. And we also know how to deal with people because of how we've been treated over the past years. So in this season that we're entering, it's going to be us protecting ourselves, but also us rejoicing. No longer people can walk over us. No longer people can mislead us. No longer people can love us less. Like God is saying, there is so much more on this other side in this season, that if you don't let go of this forgiveness, that's going to be the hindering block, where it's going to keep you from getting that full blessing from God. So all my chosen people, all my black sheeps out there, forgive and let go, because this season is your season. This season is respiration. This season is joy. This season is peace. This season is love. This season is you being multiplied. Whoo! This season, your eyes have not seen what the glory that God has in store for you. This season is a complete transformation for you. This season has your name all over it. And just as they had decades, your season is a cumulative of decades. It's time for you to reign. It's time for you to move forward in God. It's time for you to get all your harvest. Every tear that you have sowed into people, by pouring into people, it's time for those tears. It's time for the helping hand. It's time for the advice that you've given, the pure love that you've shown, all those things that you poured out onto people. It's time to have that bit added to you, plus more. Overflow of storerooms in your life. Overflow of love, overflow of blessings, overflow of growth, overflow of people just showing you love and attention and care, and overflow of your finances, overflow, because God's seen you suffer. And when everybody turns their back on you, or turned your back away from them because they felt like they didn't need you after they got done using you, you stood and you still loved. You gave your all when you were empty. And God said, it's your season, it's your turn. Respiration, joy, peace, love, finances, travel. I mean, everything that you couldn't imagine. It's your season now. And you have to believe in it. Now is your time to believe in it. I know that you feel like you can't believe in it because you haven't had anything good happen to you. But it's time for you to believe in it and walk in those promises, because they're coming. And they're knocking on your door right now in this season. So stand and receive what you have sown. Do not leave when it's time for you to get your harvest. Do not give up when your harvest is ready. It's ready. Stand, guys. Forgive. And let God. I love y'all.